pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Please be seated. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Township of Old Bridge Zoning Board of Adjustment meeting, July 17th, 2025. Adequate notice of this meeting of the Old Bridge Township Zoning Board of Adjustment has been provided in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act at least 48 hours prior to the commencement of this meeting by prominently posting in the municipal complex an announcement giving the time, the date, the location, the agenda of this meeting, mailing such announcement to the Home News and Tribune, filing a copy of such announcement with the municipal clerk, and posting the agenda on the municipal website. Ms. Percelli, could we have a roll call, please?
Certainly. Mrs. Andrews?
Here.
Mrs. Chevalier?
Here.
Mr. Izzo? Absent. Mr. Scogno?
Here.
Mr. Stoner? Absent. Ms. Testaverde? Absent. Mr. Singh? Absent. Ms. Gomez?
Here.
Chairman Sullivan?
Here. All right, for the record, there are only 5 members of the zoning board present this evening. The couple items I'd like to cover. First of all, if you have a phone, please silence it so it doesn't interrupt the testimony. We are being televised live on the local cable channel here, CATV 15, in the township. Simultaneously, this is broadcast on YouTube Live. So if you ever needed to refer back to the meeting, you could look that up on YouTube. Tonight, if you were probably watching at home, you would have seen our agenda, and there was a number of applications. Most of them have all been adjourned with the exception of one, and that's the only one that's before the board this evening. I will call them out in order before we start with this, but we will have a shorter meeting than normal. Those other applications that are on the agenda that you might read online have been asked to be adjourned. Why don't we just move right to minutes? I'll call these in as we get to them. And board, that was the minutes of June 5th, 2025. I hope everyone had a chance to review them. Absent any comment for additions, deletions, corrections, I'd ask someone to move them for adoption.
Chevalier will move it.
Is there a second?
Second, Scogno.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. Andrews?
Yes.
Ms. Chevalier?
Yes.
Mr. Scogno?
Yes.
Ms. Gomez?
Yes.
Chairman Sullivan?
Yes. Item 4 is resolutions on the agenda. 12-2024Z, Reformed Church Ministries. It was a major preliminary and final site plan with D variance. I should mention, Mr. Joseph Macklin, Esquire, is seated, as you would see, to my left, and right now it's to my right, sitting as counsel this evening. Mr. Macklin.
Yes, thank you, Chairman. This was a bulk variance. It was approved. The applicant was Reformed Church Ministries. It was approved with the condition of the approval was to provide evidence of satisfaction of the zoning board engineer that this de minimis increase in impervious coverage will not adversely affect the amount of groundwater recharge from the pre-developed to the post-developed condition.
Board members, you've heard the resolution. Someone move that for adoption, please.
Move it, Scogno.
Second, Chevalier.
Move to second. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Andrews?
Yes.
Ms. Chevalier?
Yes.
Mr. Scogno?
Yes.
Ms. Gomez?
Yes.
Chairman Sullivan?
Yes. 03-2024Z, Elite Marble and Tiles LLC. It was a bifurcated D variance.
Yes, Chairman. Bifurcated use variance. The property was located in the EDO 1 zone. This was for a use variance of a single-family home on the subject property. The use variance will be conditioned on either a waiver of approval of final site plan application.
Thank you, Mr. Macklin. Board members, you've heard the resolution. Someone move it, please, for adoption.
Chevalier will move it.
Is there a second?
Gomez.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Andrews?
Yes.
Ms. Chevalier?
Yes.
Mr. Scogno?
Yes.
Ms. Gomez?
Yes.
Chairman Sullivan?
Yes. I'm going to ask Mr. Macklin, would you please swear in Mr. Hollihan for any testimony he may give this evening?
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth or help you God? I do.
Thank you, Mr. Macklin and Mr. Holohan. The applications, and I'm going to read these, that are not going to be heard tonight. 49-2024Z, that's Outfront Media LLC. That's block 19013, lot 6.11. That's a major preliminary final site plan for D variance. That's a construction of a monopole multi-message sign. That matter has been adjourned to for a public hearing on July 31st, 2025, without further notice. 50-2021Z, OBNJ LLC, that's EDO 1 zone, block 1069, lot 1. The physical location on that's 69 Highway 35. It's for an apartment addition. Applicant proposing to add a first floor existing two-story building in addition to the second floor for additional apartment units. That's seeking major preliminary and final site plan with the variance. Meeting has been adjourned to the public hearing on November 6th with further notice. If you're interested in that matter, there will be further notice. 6-2025Z, 2G Core Farm LLC. That's R20 low, medium density residential. That's block 5000, 5005, 5006, lots 20, 1-9 and 1-29, Lucy Drive, Lola Drive, and Poor Farm Road. That's for solar lighting and amended major preliminary and final site plan. Applicants seeking to install solar site lighting in lieu of wired lighting on the properties. Application has been adjourned to the public. It will be heard on the schedule July 31st without further notice. Having said all of that, we will come to our only application this evening, Board, and that is 41-2024Z, Zahir Hussein. This is a R20 low-medium density residential. This is block 24204, lot 36. Physical location is 12 Yosemite Court in Old Bridge. Seeking two-story addition and deck. C&D variances. Applicant proposes a two-story addition to the rear of the existing home and a deck over an existing patio. Lawrence Sachs representing the applicant. Mr. Sachs.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening, members of the board. Lawrence Sachs on behalf of the applicant, Zahir Hussein, who is seated to my right, along with his wife, Sarah Rizvi. They are the owners of 12 Yosemite Court. It's block 24204, lot 36. The property's in your R20 zone. The property is roughly 5.58 acres. We're here this evening because Dr. Hussein and Ms. Rizvi are looking to expand to add an addition onto the rear of their house. The addition is roughly 1,540 square feet. It'll be 770 square feet on each floor, and they're also planning on putting a new deck over an existing patio area. They need some variance relief. They need a D4 floor area ratio variance. The maximum in the zone is 0.17. The existing is 0.155. And after the proposed addition is built, you have an FAR of 0.21. Also, the landscape area ratio, what's required in the zone is 0.85. Believe it or not, when this house was built and this subdivision was built, it was not built in compliance with the landscape area ratio because the landscape area ratio right now is 0.80. So it's actually non-compliant from the time that it was built by the builder. There's going to be a small reduction in landscape area. It's going to bring it down to 0.76 with the addition. I do have two witnesses, Mr. Chairman. I have Sarah Rizvi, who's the owner of the property, along with her husband. And I also have Gary Chang, who is our engineer, and he will provide he'll go over the engineering plans on this. So if we can have Ms. Rizvi sworn in, I'm going to have her just detail what rooms are going to be added on with this addition.
Certainly. Mr. Macklin?
Would you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth, so help you God? Yes. And will you say your first name, spell your last?
Sure, Sarah, and the last name is R-I-Z-V-I, that's pronounced Rizvi.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, Ms. Rizvi, you are the one of the owners of the property, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you presently live there with your husband, Dr. Hussein. Okay. Right now, the house, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
thank you. The house is approximately 3,900 square feet?
Yes.
Okay. In fact, I think in the report, Mr. Chairman, it talks about it being 2,700. I'm not sure where that came from, because based on that, I wouldn't even be here tonight on an FAR variance, but obviously it's a larger house to begin with. All right. Now, the addition is going to be approximately 770 square feet on each floor?
Yes.
Okay. Presently, you have 4 bedrooms in this house?
Yes.
All right, let's talk about the first floor addition. So if you look at the plan here, which was prepared by Paul Rodek, dated March 4th of '24, we're showing the addition at the rear of the house. And that addition will consist of an expanded kitchen area, is that correct?
Yes.
Now, it's labeled as a lounge on the plans, but that's going to be an expanded kitchen area.
Yes, it is.
All right. You're also adding a pantry.
Yes, I am.
You're adding a built-in, which is just a coffee area,
Coffee area.
and you're adding a sunroom.
Yes.
All right, so no other changes are proposed except for bumping out the house approximately 770 square feet to accommodate those 3 uses.
Yes.
All right, you're also putting a new deck over an existing patio on the right side of the house. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Now, if I go to the second floor,
Do we have those, Maureen?
Yep, there you go.
Thank you very much.
all right, so if we go to the second floor, again, 770 square foot addition. That's going to consist of a new bedroom suite.
Yes.
With a bathroom.
Yes.
So that's an ensuite bathroom, a walk-in closet.
Yes.
For that bedroom. And what you're adding to the rear of the master bedroom, which is your master bedroom, you're putting 2 walk-in closets.
Yes.
And also a new master bath.
Yes.
All right. Now, where, on the plans where it says common gathering loft, that is a bedroom now, is that correct?
That's a bedroom right
All
now.
right, so that's going to be completely open,
Open,
and that's going to be an open area for...
like a loft to put a TV or something, like sofa for my daughter.
All right. And you're relocating then her bedroom back to where this new bedroom suite
Yes.
is. And she'll also have her own private bathroom.
Yes.
Which she didn't have before.
She did not.
Okay, fine. All right. Mr. Chairman, I don't have any other testimony from Ms. Risby. I just wanted her to describe what the new rooms were and what's being proposed. One last question. So you presently have 4 bedrooms. You'll continue to have 4 bedrooms.
Yes.
Okay. Nothing further, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, so not increasing in the bedrooms, in the bedroom number, correct?
Correct.
Mr. Holohan?
Larry, Mr. Sachs, I'm sorry. Did you mention a deck, an addition of a deck? Okay. Is that going to be off to the rear?
Yes.
So if we look at the proposed first floor plan that Maureen has up on the left, so it'd be your first page of your plan, is it that section off to the top right? Or
Behind the family room.
is the deck shown on these architecturals?
It's shown on the site plan that was prepared by Mr. Chang. We will add it to the, you know what, I don't think he did because he only showed the interior renovations.
Yeah, because looking at the plot plan prepared by Mr. Chang, MGC Associates, yeah, I just don't see a deck on there. So I would just like to see that on there so I know what the setbacks are to the property lines. Maybe he can testify that as part of his testimony. Chairman, as of right now, I will just comment on the C variance, if that's okay.
Sure, go ahead.
So the C variance they're requesting is for the minimum landscape area ratio. As Mr. Sachs stated, when this property was built, it was under alternate design standards for the Matchaponics development, which had a little bit more of a stringent than usual landscape area ratio requirement, which is 85%, where the rest of the standards to the home followed the current R20 standards, which the current R20 standard for landscape area ratio is 45%. So if the landscape area ratio of the R20 zone was implemented at the time of this building, obviously they wouldn't be here for that C variance. So I'd have no objection to that C variance. I would put on record that I think that 15% was a little bit stringent. Not sure why they were that low, but it was built that way. So, and then I'll save my further comments till we get further down the road.
All right, thank you, Mr. Holohan. Any questions on my left of the witness? No. On my right? Counselor?
No.
Mr. Chang's going to walk us around this property, right? Okay. Then I have nothing further at this point either.
Thank you.
Mr. Macklin?
Yes. Can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, so help you God? I do. All right, can you say your name and spell your last?
Gary Chang, Chiang.
Thank you.
Mr. Chang, if you can give the board the benefit of your professional background and education.
Sure. I'm a graduate of NJIT with a BS in civil engineering, and I've been a licensed civil engineer in the state of New Jersey for over 25 years.
And your licenses are presently in good standing?
Yes, it is.
Testified before many boards in the past, I'm sure, in 25 years?
I have.
Have you testified here in this?
Yes.
Okay. I thought I recognized you. Okay, you proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. All right, so Mr. Chang, I guess just walk the board through what's being proposed. I know we have on the screen, I think, a copy of your plot plan. So,
So we are proposing a two-story addition at the rear of the existing dwelling, and we are also proposing actually a patio on the left side, which is on the west side of the existing dwelling, and then although it doesn't mention it, we are going to put a deck right over the proposed patio.
and I think there was just a question, I'll have you get into more here, but in terms of the setback, you're not going past, that patio or deck is not going past the existing footprint of this house, is that correct?
The existing footprint.
Yeah, the existing line over here.
On
Yeah.
the
side
side,
yard.
right?
Yeah, on the
yeah,
side.
It's not going past.
All right, so it's not going to trigger any side yard setback violation
No,
on either side?
We're conforming on that.
Okay, all right, so the addition that's being proposed is roughly 1,540 square feet?
That's correct.
All right, and it's a two-story addition. You heard the testimony from Ms. Risby as to the rooms that are being comprised here. Will this addition be visible from the street on Yosemite Court?
No, it would not, because it will be completely right behind the existing dwelling.
All right, so if anyone is looking at the house from Yosemite, they're not going to even know that there was an addition put on. Let's talk about the rear of the property. There happens to be a conservation easement at the rear of this property, is that correct?
That's correct.
And is the proposal going to encroach at all into that conservation easement?
No, it would not.
All right, and behind the conservation easement is actually open space.
That's correct.
So are there any residences to the rear of this property that would have any visibility of this particular addition?
No, the open space and the conservation easement is rather large back there, so,
And it's heavily wooded?
yes, it is.
Okay. Are any trees being removed as a result of this project?
No, there are no immediate trees prior to the conservation easement behind the house.
All right. Let's talk about some of the comments in the report. And you have the report from Ms. Sawant dated July 15th, is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, let's go to the general comments. And I'll go down to D. I think we've addressed A and B already. And I think we've kind of addressed what well, let me ask you this question. Are there any bulk variances required other than the landscape area ratio, which Mr. Holohan just mentioned?
No, there's no other.
No other bulk requirements, no other bulk variances necessary. All right, and as far as you know, do we comply with the Matchaponics development bulk standards?
Yes, we do.
All right. There's a comment in paragraph 3D about some protective measures that are suggested with respect to the conservation easement. One of them is putting up a split rail wood fence prior to construction. I know you were talking to me that there are other measures that can be taken.
Yes.
What would those measures be?
In other towns, they have put up conservation easement monument markers, whereas it could be off the ground a couple of inches, or it could be totally like on flush with the ground for so the mower doesn't hit it. So it's probably less intrusive than putting a split rail fence right up against, because the conservation easement is pretty close to the addition. So we put up a split rail fence, it'll be right up against the addition.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, I know Ms. Sawant is not here this evening, so maybe this is an issue we can defer to her comment when she reviews this matter. Certainly, if she wants to split rail fence, we do it, but I think it would probably be very close to the house. The signage, I don't think is a problem. Is that correct, Mr.?
That's correct, that's not a problem.
All right.
Mr. Sachs, Mr. Chang is suggesting a marker or a monument placed right into the ground indicating that anything further would be an area that's not to be
Yes.
touched.
Yes. And if signage is necessary, we certainly can comply with that.
Okay.
All right. There's a question about a sump pump. Is any sump pump being proposed here?
Yes, we will provide some pump because there's a basement down here. So we will make sure we comply with the sump pump.
All right, so you'll make sure that will discharge a minimum of 15 feet from the building foundation?
That's correct,
All right,
yes.
and it will not be directed to the street or toward any neighboring
No,
property?
it would not be.
Okay. Sounds to me like it's going to be discharged to the conservation easement.
That's correct,
Okay.
yes.
All right. Paragraph 3F, there's a note on the plans that Ms. Sawant is suggesting we have no problem with complying with that.
No problem.
And same thing with paragraph G, we delineating the construction access from the street to the point of construction. You can do that on the plan?
Yes, we'll provide that.
All right. Also, a note you can add here, any public sidewalk damage shall be replaced utilizing 4,500 pounds per square inch strength concrete.
I'll note that on the plans.
All right, and I think you've already indicated no trees are proposed to be removed. If in fact that appears to be an error, then you'll obviously apply for a tree permit. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's talk about the floor area ratio variance. Now, we know that existing is .155, and actually, before I get to that point, Mr. Chairman, I think I mentioned the house is approximately 3,900 square feet. I think there was a comment in Ms. Sawant's report that it was 2,700 square feet. I don't know where that came from, but that is incorrect.
They probably got it from my plan.
Okay,
actually.
all right, so maybe
It was a typo.
it was a typo, but in any event, that, I just want the record to reflect that it's 39, the current house is 3,900 square feet. In terms of the D4 floor area ratio, I know Ms. Sawant has indicated that the other houses in this neighborhood appear to be in compliance or close in compliance to that.
Yes.
In your professional opinion, however, the fact that the appearance of this house from the street will appear to be the same as it was before any addition.
That's
The
correct.
fact that we're backing up to a conservation easement, and the fact that we're not requiring any other bulk standards. Under the Coventry Square case, which I know you're familiar with, the issue is always whether or not the site can accommodate the proposed use. In your professional opinion, do you believe that this site can accommodate the proposed expansion that's being proposed and the de minimis increase in the floor area ratio?
Right, that's correct. I believe that there would be no detriment being the addition is directly right behind the existing dwelling.
Okay.
Mr. Sachs, just for the record, is Mr. Chang testifying as a
No, he's
planner?
not. He's not a planner. And I'm not sure I really need testimony on a D4 because of the fact that it's really whether or not the site can accommodate the use. We're not increasing the bedroom count, is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. And does it satisfy the residential site improvement standards?
Yes.
We don't
Yes.
require.
We
any
won't
additional
require additional parking. That's right. Correct.
I don't think there's anything else, Mr. Chairman. Let me just look through the report real quickly. All right, I think we've covered everything, Mr. Chairman.
Perhaps Mr. Chang could tell us, the conservation easement, when you look on the plan, looks irregular, for one, and it's closer, as you look at the plan to the left side, I guess that's the east, I'm thinking.
Right.
And than it is on the right corner of the house. You spoke about, or Mr. Sachs did anyway, that there would be a deck. And on the plan, there is a small area there labeled deck. I know that there was supposed to be a shed as well. That shed's not going to be in the conservation easement,
it's not.
correct? And how close is the wood deck going to get to the conservation easement?
It looks like it's approximately 4 feet away.
It wouldn't leave you room for a pool or anything back there, and there's no plans for that, right?
No.
When I see the, could you go back to
To the
the
rear,
The architecturals?
rear view, yeah.
rear view of the house.
Okay. Obviously, as a result of putting on 2 floors, as we look to the, I guess that's the west side of the house on the bottom. If I'm looking at the picture, west is to the right, right? So I see I guess either a sliding door and/or windows. So that's going to create how much space inside there? Another 700 feet?
The basement, you have 3, it's technically 3 floors if you're going with the grading. We see the bottom, you obviously have to support the 2
Yes.
top stories with a basement and a foundation.
Right.
So that's, we want to know how big that foundation is.
What-
Or the
Oh,
basement.
it's,
area.
it'll be not, let's see, right here, the existing basement's at 57, and your finished floor is at 60, so it's a 9 feet high wall there.
I think you want to know the square footage?
Yes, I
Yeah.
want to know
Square
the
footage.
square footage of what it is once you put these 2 additional,
Yeah, it'll be 700.
It'd be another 750 feet, right?
Exactly.
right, so it's another 770.
Yeah, but that's not calculated.
No, I know it's not calculated in, but what is that going to be?
Yeah, that's,
Let me have the client come back up and testify. Okay.
All right, well, we'll get her back up, but we'll finish on anything else that Mr. Chang wants to talk about first. There's an HOA involved here in this home?
I don't believe there is. If it is, it's only for some common area, like a sign out front. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
and an HOA.
Have we sought permission from the HOA to do this?
Mr. Chairman, I'm not sure, yeah, I think
They presently live there, right?
Yeah, yeah, I
So
think
maybe
the-
we bring her up. I want to see if they have to pay monthly fees or if there's an annual.
I'll bring them back up.
Yeah, yeah, just she's already under oath. She can come back up. And we can ask those 2 questions now.
Sure. Thank you. I think I know the questions to ask you.
Why don't you do that for me, Mr. Sachs? Remember, you're still under oath.
So, Ms. Risby, you're part of the homeowners association for Matchaponics Estates?
There is one?
Well, all right, you just answered my question.
Yes.
Do you pay an annual
No,
fee?
I do
No.
not, no,
There's no annual
no,
fee?
no,
Okay,
Everyone's in charge of their own property?
that's it. Yep.
okay. Are there any amenities that are offered by Matchaponics? I
No.
don't think so, okay. Okay.
It may have been in the beginning, I'm thinking, but there is no fee attached. There's no rules and regulations that allow you or don't allow you to put flagpoles or signs. You're
No.
completely on your own, right? Okay. And what was the other question we wanted to know? What's going to happen with that room?
Yeah, so the basement. Obviously, you need to have a foundation in order to build up the 2 levels, so you're expanding your basement out?
Yes,
And is it going to be the entire 770 square feet? I guess it will be.
Yes.
All right. And what will you utilize that additional space for in the
I
basement?
don't have storage.
So you're going to utilize it for storage?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
What's the height? 9 foot?
9 feet.
All right, and you're going to guarantee that there's going to be no kitchen put in there, no nothing else? You're not
Nothing.
going to use it as a walkout for your slider and your
Yes.
covered patio and deck?
Yes,
Okay.
no kitchen.
No living space?
No living.
No living space.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be like an open hall. Like if my
Like an
daughter or kids
unfinished-
want-
No, we're talking about the
Unfinished-
basement.
No, no,
Yeah, I'm
no.
talking about the
Basement,
basement.
it's going to be a basic unfinished basement just for storage?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right. You resting? I mean, does Mr. Chang have anything else he's going to tell us?
I don't believe he does.
All right. Counsel, do we need a planner to put some testimony on as to the use variance?
I believe it would be beneficial for, not the applicant's planner, our plan.
I'm talking about the applicants.
I don't,
Putting on the
I don't
record.
believe so.
Okay.
I do think we need to address the positive and negative criteria. It's not that, you're correct that it's not without substantial detriment. It's mainly just will it, I forget the term that you used.
Impair the zone plan, I don't think it will, and I don't think that probably, we've already put on the record the fact that I noticed in the overview that it is open space, so it's classified as open space. So there's never going to be a build behind there. It is deeply wooded, probably far from the house. The conservation area, I'm concerned with that there would be, obviously, if there was an agreement on this, that the homeowner would have to know that they can't use that area.
Yes.
And that's not their land.
Correct.
So that belongs to who, the township?
Belongs to, I believe it's, well, maybe Danny can, I know
Is
there's
that,
open space.
whose conservation area?
Conservation easement as part of the development was dedicated to the township.
Okay, so it is township land then?
Township has an encumbrance on the property. We don't technically own the property, but we have rights to it under a conservation easement.
Actually, let me clarify, because I'm looking at the site plan.
Mm-hmm.
That conservation easement is actually on my client's property.
Correct.
We own the property.
Yes.
We cannot build anything on that
Okay.
property. However, they do have the right to utilize that property for passive purposes, sitting in a chair, recreation, whatever it might be.
Without tree removal, though.
No,
or
no, not tree removal. Can't touch,
Shrubbery, nothing.
can't touch a blade of grass back
All
there.
right.
Yeah.
Chairman.
But it is actually on our property.
When the development was built, there was what's called the Sen A form, which is a notice of a conservation easement, which basically details and outlines what the property owner can do and can't do within that conservation easement. So if I could always pass it around to you guys or the client, but it's essentially that they can't alter that part of their property.
Mr. Sachs, you've already advised your clients that that cannot happen, right?
Yes. And in fact, I know there was a question, I think, maybe from Ms. Chevalier about a pool. Obviously, we can't put a pool in a conservation easement.
No, I mentioned that, yeah, I said
maybe you
there's no room for a pool.
There's no room for a pool.
And I guess the patio would be rather small.
Yeah, well, the patio is within the, is outside the area of the conservation.
Yes, it is, I understand. But the lot all belongs to you, to
Correct.
your client, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And just to comment on council's characterization, yes, if it was a D1, a D2, a D3, D5, D6, I would have a planner. But on a D4, I don't think it's really necessary if I can have the engineer demonstrate, based on his observations, you know, what's behind this property, you know, what the configuration of the construction will be. So I
Right.
think you're right, Mr. Chairman.
And
I concur with you.
does this butt up to the back of the house perfectly, or is going to be another slope? Is there, how does this get roofed? Has the height changed in the house?
No, I don't believe so. The height is still the same. Because we're not planning on any changes to the pitch of the roof or anything like that. So it's going to be consistent with,
With what exists, right?
exactly.
I guess it would have to be somewhat different, because it's,
Might be well, I think the addition's going to be a little bit lower, all right?
there you go.
Okay,
And it will because of topography there?
yes.
Chairman, I can also clarify the height
Go ahead.
if you need. So when you look at the rear elevation on page A2 of the plans provided by Mr. Paul Rodak, the height actually exceeds the height maximum, but the height in our definition is the average height. So when you take the average height, it's actually under the 35-foot threshold when you take the average. But at no point is the new proposed addition proposed to exceed the current height of the home.
It's not supposed to, and it's not going to, right?
Correct.
All right, let me, you finished with your testimony right now? We'll go to the members here on the left of me and see if we have some questions.
Mr. Holohan, did you visit the actual site?
I have not, no.
You did not?
Nope.
So this sketch here, you don't know if this looks like what it was? In other words, was there any construction done prior to this? Because, you know, we can't go back there to look at it, but I can go on Google Earth, and it doesn't look like that.
No, that's proposed, Mr. Scogno.
Okay, what,
Yeah. Yeah, we have not
That's
done
what you're
any-
proposing.
That's proposed, yeah. We haven't done any construction on the property.
No, the sketch of the door and the windows.
Yeah, that's what's being proposed.
So you don't have a sketch of what it looks like now?
I don't think we have any photographs, but we haven't made any alterations to.
Because it seems like there's a deck back there already.
There is, and
There
we're,
is.
Yeah,
there is.
and there's a sliding door, but it's not there. It's more towards the center of the house.
Yes, because the addition, we're taking away the existing deck in order to put the addition on.
And it looks like a large, either a sunroom there in the back or a big bay window.
Well, what's being proposed is a new sunroom. If you
Yeah,
look,
but what's there now? Is that sunroom?
no, I can tell you. I have the plan. Actually, Dan, if you put the plans, put the first floor plan up. If you look at A1, where it says, just to give you an idea, if you draw a straight line from where the new sunroom is proposed across the bathroom, mudroom, and kitchen eating area, you'll see where the existing footprint is. And if you look on A1, there's a kitchen table there.
Yeah.
You know, that's the end of the house right there, so that may be the bay window that Mr. Scogno's talking about. And you're right, it is in the center of the property. And then obviously the exterior of the property continues where the family room is.
And then on the other side, you have, what, two-car garage?
No, it's three, it's an
It's
existing
three-car garage?
existing
Three-car
three-car
garage.
yeah,
So
existing.
those windows to the back of your sketch, that's the windows to the garage?
That's on the side of the house.
No, in the back part, you
The
got,
back is where, right now, the back, you've got a guest bedroom down there, you've got a bathroom and a mudroom, and what's being added on is the sunroom, pantry, and lounge, which would be the expanded kitchen area.
okay.
Yeah. So the bay window is for the existing kitchen that's there now, but we're bumping it out. We're bumping it out approximately 15 feet, 16 feet.
I don't know, Mr. Hallahan, what do you think? A visit? You should take a visit?
Well, no, I agree with Larry Sachs, or I'm sorry, Mr. Sachs' determination. So if you look at Maureen, can you pull up the plot plan?
Sure.
Can you zoom in a little bit?
Sure.
Now, it might be hard to see, but probably about center of the house, it will say existing deck and steps to be removed. Just north of that arrow, you can see a little bit of an outline of what is the existing bay window that Mr. Sachs was pointing out in that kitchen area. So with these plans, that existing deck and bay window are going to be removed in their entirety, and then that's all going to be bumped out 16 feet to do the extension for that kitchen. Is that correct, Mr. Sachs?
Yes.
Okay.
No further questions.
Ms. Gomez, anything? No. Ms. Chevalier?
No.
Why does it go 16 for a distance and 15?
Oh, there's a little bump in the middle there, so one side's 16, the other side's 15.
And what was the reason for that? Is that because the house was built that way? I don't understand why it comes out one extra foot.
Gotta look at the
Or why it wouldn't be 16 across all the way.
Yeah, if you look, if we put back up the architecturals, there's a 1 foot differential. The sunroom and pantry are 16 feet, and then the addition of the lounge or expanded kitchen area is 15 feet.
They did it for aesthetics when they
Yeah,
built it, probably?
just- Yeah, I don't.
That answers my question. I'm going to my right, Ms. Andrews? No question. Counselor?
Yeah, I just had a few quick questions. You mentioned that the sub pump is going to be discharged into the easement area. Where is it discharged now?
We're led to believe the existing sump pump discharges to the front.
To the front. I only mention that because it's a conservation easement, it can't be altered in any way, the existing environment, so that's the only reason I mentioned that.
Yeah, we'll work with the construction official to determine where's best to have it discharged to.
Well, it's not where it's best, where it has to go.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. That's, yeah, I mean, it can't, I don't think it can even go to the front of the street. I think that's a restriction, so it's going to have to either go to the side or to the rear somewhere, so.
Mr. Sachs, is there anything on the planning comments that you disagree with as to the memo dated July 15 by Ms. Sawant, Township Planner?
No.
So you'd be in agreement with all of those, although we did speak about the marker versus a fence of some sort?
Yes.
And I would probably agree, knowing that it's all the piece of property is owned by the applicant, that they probably wouldn't want to have the fence there.
No.
Makes sense.
I'll defer to Ms. Sawant. I know she's not here this evening.
Okay.
So between now and the next meeting, I'm sure she can weigh in on
All
it.
right. You have anything else you want to put on the record tonight?
No, I don't, Mr. Chairman.
All right, obviously, and I'll put on the record that we have the absence of our planner and/or engineer this evening. So the board would like to have them review what the testimony was tonight. We did speak about this before. There was an agreement that both attorneys have spoken, and there'll be a chance, you're not going to call for a vote tonight, and there will be a rescheduling of this simply for final comments and/or comments from the township. Would that be a fair agreement of what we said?
That's fine, Mr. Chairman. I know if you could go to the public, I'd appreciate that.
I'm going to do that. There's no one here, but I will open that up. I wanted to make sure you didn't want to put anything else on right now. And board members, everyone understands that we're going to come back. We're going to come back in, I believe, August 7th. Is that what it is? We're going to come back on August 7th to deal with this matter again.
Yeah, and you know, as to Mr. Scogno's
Yes,
comments,
I'd
I
like
will
to
get
clear-
some photographs of the rear of the house.
The clarification of the HOA I would like also,
Yeah, we can, I don't think there,
if you're going to come back.
I don't know if,
Is there a clubhouse or anything? There's nothing in this neighborhood, right?
you know, generally what happened, when a subdivision was approved, they created an HOA, maybe to maintain a detention basin.
Yeah.
Maybe to maintain a sign or landscaping when you drive into the development. But I will tell you that a lot of these HOAs are inactive. They don't collect fees. No one's managing it. Nobody wants to.
and they're not providing any services.
They're not providing any services. Right.
So if they have, like you said, with the HOA, Dan, then who's maintaining these detention ponds and stuff that this development should have? Does that fall back on Old Bridge?
I don't know off the top of my head if there are any detention basins
There may not
in
be.
this development.
Yeah, no, I was just
I
curious.
can look at that, though, when we
Yeah,
come back.
just find out for me if you
That's
can.
fine.
Thank you.
And it's possible if there is one and it's not being maintained by an HOA, that the township has been maintaining
Right,
it all
that's
these
what,
years.
well, I
yeah.
would like that clarified
Yeah.
for the record.
Yeah, we certainly want to know if there is an HNO, we would want a letter of no objection.
I'm kind of surprised at Ms. Rizvi's answer. I thought she was going to say that, you know, she pays X dollars per month or an annual fee, and, yeah.
I think that one and the one across the street are probably the same way. Isn't there President Estates and Machaponics? I think they were built similar time. And they may, if there was HOAs, they may have dissolved, actually, to what you said. All right, so we do have that agreement, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to open the public portion on this matter. This is 41-2024Z. This is for an addition on a house at number 12 Yosemite Court. Anyone here in the room wish to be heard on this matter, please stand, raise your hand. For the record, there's no one else in the courtroom this evening except the owners of the home and the people here in the dais and in front of me. So I'll close the public portion. Once again, we've agreed to not seek a vote this evening, correct, Mr. Sachs?
That's correct.
We have, we're entertaining a date of August the 7th. We would probably try and get you on first.
Okay. You have a meeting on the 31st or not? You do?
Yeah, July 31st.
Yeah.
I think,
Have we filled that night? Is
I
that-
have about 7 applications.
all
I
right.
think we're going to,
I don't
if you want
wanna
to
be
commit
like-
at 2 a.m., well, I can probably get you in. I don't know.
All right, August 7th sounds fine. Okay.
I think it'll be a little late for all of us that night. We have two of them that are also being pushed to the 31st. All right, so thank you for that agreement, and once again, you haven't rested your case, but we'll give opportunity for you to close and for comments from or a lack of comments from the township on this. And then the board would deliberate as far as entertaining your vote. All right?
That's fine, Mr. Chairman.
I'm satisfied with the record tonight, and I agree with you on the plan. I just was curious if perhaps Mr. Chang held two hats, so I know some engineers have planning licenses as well. But thank you and your professionals for appearing tonight and the owners of the home. We will reconvene on August 7th. We'll try and get you on first.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
All
I
right?
appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chang. Homeowners, thank you very much. There is no further applications for the board this evening. I don't think there's any general public comments because there's no public here this evening. Anything from the township, Mr. Hollihan, that we need to hear?
I have nothing, Chairman.
Okay, Ms. Burchelli, nothing? Okay. Next meeting is the 31st.
July 31st,
And then it'll be
yes.
followed up a week later with
Correct.
with another meeting on August 7th. So I thank Mr. Macklin being here this evening. Absent any comments from the board, I'm going to ask someone.
Mr. do we have any idea what the annual report will be coming?
I don't do the annual, I'll find out for you.
Okay, thank you.
Any other comments? Someone move for an adjournment?
Chevalier will move it.
All in favor for adjournment, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We stand adjourned.